Here's the bottom line right here. You don't hang no signs about black people hating on immigrants, because black people ain't got no reason to hate on no immigrants. We everything y'all are and then some. Let me tell you something. You get them signs down. Anytime that Alderman Lawson and Silverstein and what's that other one, can sit up here and talk about how they should get a hate crime bill because swastikas was in Ziploc bags in their community, they hung this in our community. We want it off them poles. We want that to be the beginning of a hate crime. And that organization, which is a white liberal organization, like in the words of Malcolm X, who told us what? That the white liberal is the worst enemy to the black man. And it is, coming up in here, acting like y'all representing some social justice, when all along, all you're doing is trying to use black people to find a reason to make some money. Let me tell y'all something over there. We're done. The Democratic Party is done. You ain't gonna mess with us like this no more. I'm telling you what I'm telling you. Trump gonna come in here and gonna clean it up. I'm telling y'all, the ones that got a righteous heart, you leave the Democratic Party. Do just like RFK Jr., just do like that Tulsa lady. You better get up out the Democratic Party. Save yourself, save your families, save your dignity, save your jobs, and save your seat. Because if y'all don't, we coming for your seats. We ain't taking this no more. We ain't taking no disrespect from a bunch of people who have broken to the country and now have completely broke the city, have completely broke the country, have completely disgraced the United States of America. America is a disgrace. And for us, oh my God, for the solution, you give us a fake, black, cackling hand of a candidate with a vice president that talking about he want to put tampons in the boys' bathroom. Ain't nobody dealing with this. The number one function of a president is to be the commander-in-chief. You tell me anything about a Kamala Harris that look like she can protect this country after y'all done sat up here and let it get overridden with a bunch of illegals. Y'all done sat up here and put America's hands in all kind of wars. And you telling me a tampon man that ran from duty don't even know what his rule was, Kamala Harris, who don't know what race she is, gonna protect this country? The devil is a lie. Y'all better get them signed.
Thank you, Ms. Jackson.
Okay, first of all, before I start speaking, I would appreciate it if the alderman would listen to me. I'm here today because I'm a resident of Hyde Park. I've been there 50 years. And I came to present to you a result of the policies that the mayor's pushing down here and that the city council is sanctioning. This is what was posted in my community this weekend. Black people hating on immigrants. This is an anti-black hate crime. It's inflammatory. It's scary. It's intimidation. This should not be going on. A white supremacist white man posted this on every light post from 51st and Lake Park all the way down to 55th and Lake Park. We went over to try to take them down. We were not able to take them down. The community is angry. He didn't say some black people. He didn't say a few. He said black people. That means every black person in the city of Chicago, because it's all over the city now. People are angry. I am angry. I've lived in this community 50 years and I've never had to experience anything like this. The residents in my condominium are afraid to come out. This is what's going on in this city. I'm not afraid to come out. I'm not going to be locked up in my condo because of the policies of this city government. This is what you're doing. You're promoting hate. You're promoting violence. We are a target because of your policies. Now, let me tell you something. The young people are angry. You are creating a problem in this city. And when the blood starts to flow down the streets of the city of Chicago, it's going to be on your hands. Because we're not going to stand by and allow you to have our children slaughtered, our women be attacked, our children be attacked. This is because of what you're doing. I'm an 80-year-old woman. I have lived through the violence of America because of the racism and white supremacy. It is ugly. I survived it. But don't sit down here and become so arrogant and think that it won't come to your doorsteps. I am tired of coming down here saying the same things. The same things. I come here peacefully this morning to exercise my civic responsibility. What happens to me downstairs? I said I cannot stand long. I went into one of the offices down there that was empty and took a chair. I said, I'll bring it back. What did the woman do? She comes out and she brings the police over. And I said to the police, if I have done something wrong, arrest me. We can't walk as black.
Thank you, Ms. Lewis, for your comments. Thank you.
That's just sad. Now, in case you're not aware of it, or maybe you forgot, let me remind you of exactly what's happening in Chicago. Please watch this.
Now to NBC5 investigates, which for months has followed the money trail tied to Chicago's migrant mission. Total spending now tops more than $400 million.
Now, despite the creation of a city spending website, it's still not exactly clear where all of that money has gone. In his follow-up report, investigative reporter Bennett Haberly uncovers some new information not shared by the city.
Consider these numbers. More than 6,000 people still live in city-run migrant shelters. That means costs are still adding up. Since August of 2022, the city of Chicago has spent more than $400 million, according to the city's spending website. Nearly $253 million went to one private company, Kansas-based Favored Healthcare Staffing, which staffs the shelters. Another $76 million went to Equitable Social Solutions. That company partnered with another called ReloShare, which helped identify and sign lease agreements with property owners of the buildings that eventually became the migrant shelters.
That's where a number of those leases are.
But when we asked the city months ago for copies of these lease agreements, we were given just 9 out of 27.
If there are public dollars involved, shouldn't the public know where they flow?
100%.
Back in March, Alderman Andre Vasquez, the chair of the City Council's Migrant Committee, told us aldermen themselves have had a hard time accounting for all the spending.
That's still the question that's out there.
When we attempted to ask Mayor Brandon Johnson about this at the time, he said this.
Again, we're meeting you right where you are. All right, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you.
We pressed the mayor about this last week and asked if he would consider adding the information to the city's website. He said this.
We have given an accurate account of how dollars have been spent.
That's it? Is there anything that would preclude your administration from sharing that level of detail?
There's no information that has been kept from you.
Johnson then reiterated talking points he's made before, how he's renegotiated contracts to save taxpayer money, and how Congress has failed to provide additional financial relief. He also doubled down, incorrectly stating that all spending information is available.
That information is available to you, sir.
Not all of it, though, is, sir. I mean, that's
Can you
the point.
give me a specific example of what's not available?
The Ogden shelter in the West Loop, that's what is spelled out in this lawsuit, that they get $150,000 just for being the property owner per month. Nowhere is that available on the city's spending website. My question, again, is simply, is there anything that would preclude you from including that level of detail? You guys have said you're transparent. Why not show it?
All of the information related to the spending to this mission is available.
That's where we left it. We have checked over and over again to see if additional information was added to the city's website. If it is, we'll let you know.